invest in you. Join us May 16th and 17th for the Myrtle Beach Community Leadership Summit. Learn from an extraordinary lineup of speakers that know how to turn adversity into victory. Register right now at mbcommunityleadershipsummit.com for just $99. This is a limited time offer and space is limited, so don't delay. Go online and sign up today. Overcome any obstacle and win every battle you face. Find out how at the Myrtle Beach Community Leadership Summit.
This particular event is happening on May 16th and 17th. Right now it's $99, which is a deal. You've already substantiated that. It's going to be at the Ocean Reef Resort here in Myrtle Beach. A way to find out more about it is at myrtlebeachsummit.com or by calling 843-580-4244 or emailing info@myrtlebeachsummit.com. So the lineup. Talk to me about the lineup.
When I first saw it, Dexter, I liked it. Some I knew and some I didn't. Let me just run through them and give you a brief overview. Laura Wilkinson, she is an Olympian. Tell you just a little bit about her and her accomplishment. A 2000 Olympic gold medal platform winner.
All right.
In platform diving. World champion platform diver, 3 times Olympian, 10 times U.S. national individual champion, 7 times U.S. national synchronized champion, and 13 times on the U.S. national team.
Okay.
So she knows a little bit about the struggles. And I don't know about you, Dexter, but I've never met an Olympian face to face. So I'm looking forward to meeting Laura and hearing her story and hearing what she has to share with us about leadership.
Okay.
Then there's a gentleman named Jeff Mannion. Jeff is a senior teaching pastor at Ada Bible Church in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's also an author. Wrote a book called The Land in Between. I was given the book. I haven't read it yet. I will read it prior to meeting Jeff. The church that he attends there has over 6,000 people coming to it. One of the larger ones in the country, and a very much sought after speaker. Then we got a guy named Marty Simpson coming.
Okay.
Marty is a Christian comedian.
All right.
And
that's exciting.
Looking forward to meeting him. I don't know a lot about him at this point, except to say he led his football team as the head coach to the state championship, and then directed the Oscar Wilde's the importance of being earnest to a sellout crowd in the spring. Now, I played football, Dexter, and I don't think my coaches could have done both of those. And I'm sure he'll have us laughing, and I'm sure he will also give us some leadership insights as well.
Okay.
Then we have Andrew Young.
Oh, that's good. I like Andrew.
Quite a well-known name, former mayor of Atlanta, UN ambassador. He also works for Good Works International, and it just goes on and on and on the boards that he serves on. And he has been in a leadership role, much unlike what most of us will have the opportunity. He's been on the national and the international stage, and he will give us some insights there as well.
All right.
Then we have a gentleman named John Gordon. That's John, Jon, Gordon. And I got introduced to John I happened to buy a book of his a couple years ago called Training Camp.
Okay.
And I read it, and I really liked it. He is a best-selling author and keynote speaker. He's written 5 books. I'm in the process right now of reading the second one that he wrote after I asked a friend of mine the other day, what are you reading? And he said, I'm reading a book called by John Gordon. And I said, well, John Gordon's coming here. And the guy almost jumped through the phone. Wow. And he said, I'm coming to see him. But he wrote a book called The Energy Bus. And it's been used by college football teams. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. And I can tell you, it's interesting, and looking forward to meeting John and hearing what he has to say as well. And then we've got a gentleman named Joel Manby. Okay. Now, if you watch Undercover Boss,
I've heard about him.
You may have seen Joel Manby. I was in a study group a year ago and a friend of mine walked in and he said, this is the best book I've ever read. Somebody gave it to me, and it's called Love Works. And I went that day and bought it and started to read it and thoroughly enjoyed it. But he works for Hershon Family Entertainment,
Okay.
and they're the 9th largest managers of theme parks, etc., in the world. They handle Dollywood. And Love Works basically came as a result of the Hershons hiring him to be CEO. Prior to that, he was the CEO of Saab North America.
All right.
So he
So
graduated from
CEO
Harvard
perspective.
Business School.
Okay.
By the way, 2 days ago, they had a rerun of him in Undercover Boss. So even though I haven't met him yet, because I've read his book and I've seen him twice, I feel a little bit like I know him.
Okay.
And then we've got a guy named Mark Myrtle. And Mark has
He was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler. I didn't know
Like
that.
WWE, jumping
Yeah.
off the ropes and all that.
And I've heard that he has quite a story to tell with some ups and downs in his life. But there you have it. What a lineup of speakers that will be here. 4 will speak on Thursday.
Okay.
And 3 will speak on Friday.
Okay.
Invest in you. Join us May 16th and 17th for the Myrtle Beach Community Leadership Summit. Learn from an extraordinary lineup of speakers that know how to turn adversity into victory. Register right now at mbcommunityleadershipsummit.com for just $99. This is a limited time offer and space is limited, so don't delay. Go online and sign up today. Overcome any obstacle and win every battle you face. Find out how at the Myrtle Beach Community Leadership Summit.